everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio and welcome to Catalog Kickoff Week. I just finished my last card and I should have moved everything further off the table, but I did not. So if you're catching this on the day it posts, it is Catalog Kickoff Day. I'm so excited. I love when we get a new catalog. I especially love this one because it's a little bit different. So we're going to talk about that as we look through it, but I couldn't love it anymore. These are my hats that I made because while you're watching this, I am in Mexico on the Stampin' Up! Trip. So if you try to text me or email or call, you'll have to wait till May 6th or 7th. But these are some hats that I made. I talk about them in another video so you can kind of see it. Stampin' Up! Gives us pins at all the events that we go to. Fun collector's pins. You can earn pins, but you can collect pins. So I wanted a fun hat. So let's get going on the catalog because it's a good one and there's lots of new things, kind of different ways to look at it. Oh, well, let's not do the catalog. Let's do May 1st because it's May 1st when, on the day that this posts, and that means I have new specials. So hopefully all of my technology has not failed me, and everything that I am doing now to get ready for you is sending and posting and doing the things it's supposed to do. So let's talk about my May specials. I have them written down here because it's still April right now. Every month I do thank you gifts. So for the month of May, if you spend $50, you're going to get the tutorial bundle. It's the Create With Us International Tutorial Bundle. It's 14 demonstrators from around the world, and we all do one project. So you get 14 projects, and it is sent to you in a downloadable, really large PDF. So I have it on my website and I give you a coupon code and you can go get it there for free. So use the host code, spend $50 and you get that. Then my rewards accumulate. So if you spend $150, you get the bundle, and you're also going to get the dapple dots, which are part of the ducks in here. And I love those ducks. And then if you spend $250, you get the bundle, you get the dapple dots, and then you're also going to get the So Swirly folder. But during Catalog Kickoff Week, so in my world, the week is May 1st through the 5th, because I don't want to give you so long that you forget about it. So the first 5 days of May, if you spend $50, you're also going to get, when you get the tutorial bundle emailed to you, I'm going to email you the updated color coach. So you can see a little snippet of that on my website. And then at $200, you'll also get the beige ribbon. So you can get, if you spend $250, you'll get the bundle, the color coach, the dapple dots, the beige ribbon, and the swirly folder. That's a heck of a deal. And if you spend $150 or more, don't use my host code because you're going to get the free stuff from Stampin' Up! As well. Then also for Catalog Kickoff Week, if you purchase the 5 new in color pads from me, I'm going to send you the beige one for free. And Stampin' Up! Has a join special that's fabulous. So that information is on my website and you can join my team and you can get lots of in-color stuff for free. So now let's go to the catalog. First, I love the cover. I love that if you go and just put current catalogs, once we got the catalog, then everybody kept emailing like, oh, look at this, look at this. There are so many catalogs there right now that look like this. Stampin' Up's always on trend. I have a friend, our best man actually, he worked for Kodak. It was a huge company back in the day, and he worked in the film, and as digital cameras started to take over, Kodak wasn't going to change. At least that was word around his office, and he no longer works for Kodak because Kodak is no longer a humongous company like back then, when we got our pictures developed. So I love that we're changing. I love that we keep modern. I love that my daughter, who's much younger than me, loves this catalog. I love that it feels a little bit more youthful. And I love that when I return back to find this catalog, it's not going to be one of the stack of yellows that I tried. Because for a while, our catalogs all looked the same. And if you're a creature of habit and you want the catalog to look the same, then you might be a little bit disappointed. Sometimes I have a couple of catalogs laying out, and then I'm like, oh, which is the current? This year, I will know which is the current. So with that, the other thing is this, back a long time ago, it was called a catalog and idea book. Like it even said it on the front, catalog and idea book. This one you are going to want to keep at your desk, so you can even buy a second one if you want. I have 3 that are being used because I have one I write in, one that stays here, and then one that I take around with me. But there's so many ideas, so many templates, sketches, color combinations that this you will find yourself using over and over. So with that said, I have a helper now. Let's get going on the catalog. So this right here is the Mediterranean Blooms, which will be my May card club. So if you're interested in joining my online card club, this is from the Mediterranean Blooms, but they only used the stamp sets. So the blue and the yellow have disappeared. I went to buy some new clothes because, you know, we're going on a trip at TJ Maxx, and there were lemon and blue Mediterranean tile shirts everywhere. So if you want to match our May Club, you can go to TJ Maxx right now and get some matching clothes. So this year, as you go through the catalog, if you have ever, well, we've all been new. We've all seen the catalog for the first time. And if you, like me, and it was back in the early 90s when you first saw a catalog, they were kind of a hot mess. This is organized that if you want to give it to one of your friends who's never stamped before, or if you're new to stamping, we're going to take it simple and kind of work through. So it is broken up by step, and then quick and easy, and then towards the majority of the catalog is Creativity Your Way, where you can kind of mix and match. So you may have noticed that the catalog is a little bit smaller. It's not a lot smaller. Some of the paper is a little bit smaller weight. It is a few pages smaller, but that is because Stampin' Up! Has now been releasing online exclusives. So those come out all the time, and so that they had to move the merchandise around somehow because the warehouses stayed the same size, but this way it gives them a little bit more flexibility. So it is a little bit smaller, but it's not a ton smaller. So this first bit here are kits. So if you want something quick and easy, if you want to give a gift, a teacher gift, a gift to take to birthday parties, if you want to have friends who say they can't craft over, then this is the perfect place to start. So our kits can all be found online. So there's lots of QR codes in here. If you don't know how to use a QR code, you just hold your camera on your phone there, and as it focuses on that, a little link will pop up, and you just hit that, and it will take you to that page. So there's always new kits. I should have gotten this gold kit. Is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This does not do it justice. We made these at camp last month. This kit here, it's one of the little things where you toss the little plastic fish, and those fish aren't nice, but they toss into their mouths. So here's the easiest option of anything is the kits. Some of them have stamping, some of them don't even have stamping. And then we have our paper pumpkins, which again, it comes every month, and it always has a little bit of stamping, so it takes it up a notch. Then we have our quick and easy. So this is a new way that they have organized the catalog together, and you can see it comes with, this is nice too if you're brand new, except pretend this is my face there. Not her face. She's cute as a button, but pretend it's my face. You need me as number 10. So here we go. We have some to show you because I haven't even used them yet. For the most part, I have used everything I got. This I haven't even opened, so there you go. We'll open them together. You can buy the cards. So there's two different kinds of cards. This one my friend gave me. It looks like it's the Calming Creek cards and envelopes. There is a stamp set that you can add to it, or you can use your own stamps. And then you can buy these packs. So the packs, there's 4 different packs. I think one of them may be all words. Maybe not. I think this one has lots of words, the first one. I only know that because I looked at the page. I should have opened this beforehand. Sorry, guys. There's a lot to do, and I should have opened these. I haven't even seen these because I have another one of these because I did make one on stage. I just found it. It was over with my things that are online exclusives. I have separated online exclusives from new catalog. So these are not stickers. They're just die cuts. They would be fun for kids. They'd be fun for scrapbooking because you just add them. There's all kinds of designs. So we have a cowboy, we have some lemons, we have a rainbow, we have a dog. So if you are new to stamping or new to crafting and you just want to have lots of images, these are perfect. And then these, the other one I have, I think, is the Foley flowering. Yeah, this is the one that I have used a couple of times, not at my own house. So you know those hats I showed you? I glued the patches on. And when I glued the patches on, I got glue on me, and then I'm like, hey, hubby, how do I get this glue off my hands? Because I used the strongest glue possible. And he's like, well, you shouldn't have gotten it on your hands. So that was not today. And there's still glue on my hand. And I have washed dishes and I have washed myself and there's still little bits of glue. Look how fun these are. And they come in such bright and happy colors. And then there are some that you can color in, or as you're going to see in my sample, I left one of them black and white. Actually, I did it twice because I think that really appeals to me. So this card is made with the Calming Creek. And then this one's been stamped. It has some foil. It has the new Smoky Slate, a little piece of the paper, because I'm going to show you where this comes into play here in a second. But it's this one. And then these are, again, from the Fully Flowering, and it's the Sunny Springs cards and envelopes. I don't know where my envelope is, but I did find that. So this one we made at On Stage. So you can see it has the hello. So this is not a stamp. At first I thought, that's a weird stamp. It's kind of confusing the way it's in there. So this is this. I'm going to leave this one here as we continue our little tour through. So here, if you do this, they just added something from the packet. Here, they added a design from the packet as well as one of the words from the sentiment packet. And then here, they've added an image, some of the things from the labels, and then they have stamped with that stamp set that goes with. So the combinations are endless. It's super easy, super quick to put together, and really nice cards. And then you can always add ribbon or embellishments if you want, but they don't need it. This one has embellishments. I think the other one has nothing. Which, you know, I'm the queen of ribbon and embellishments. So for me to not even really have noticed that that did not have that. Okay, so this is maybe my favorite page in the catalog, and it comes into play throughout the catalog. So if you look here, there are tons of little card sketches or templates, whatever you call them, that if you are stuck and you're like, I don't know what to do today, just come over here and then layer your paper like this. And trust me, they will be cute, because if you look over here, you can go back and match up all of them to this. So this page right here, when this catalog is old and gone, you may rip this out and put it someplace in your stamping area so you can continue to have that. And we'll see it throughout this catalog. But I got together with my friends, and we're going to get together once a month, and we're going to work our way through the sketches. So we all did a sketch. That is this one right here. So it's probably hard to see. Take your catalog out and go with me. So it's got 2 panels and then a sentiment, and then they put ribbon, but we gave ourselves freedom to kind of mess with it. So let me pull out the others. So these are cards you haven't seen of mine. Maybe you saw this one. So see, 2 layers, a little sentiment and ribbon. And this is Layered Beauty. 2 layers. This sentiment is kind of smushed on there. And then the ribbon. This is my daughter's. So 2 layers, the ribbon and the sentiment. She put hers on separate. And that's stamped in basic beige and then colored in. And then mine for this one was this, because I flipped it. So see, I still have the 2 panels, this and this, but to get it so I could use this stamp that I cut up the way I wanted to, I had to flip the card. So now you have these designs, but you have twice as many because you can flip them. So we did it with the cards, and then we also did it with scrapbook pages, which is a little bit trickier because they are larger. So this one is with the coffee suite. So some of these are not new. This is back in the Zoom days. I haven't scrapbooked for a hot minute, so it's when we would Zoom together, but there was one day we Zoomed, and my daughter and I both had picked the same cup, and my girlfriends had both picked the same cup. So when I was looking at this scrapbook page that had coffee cups on it that was designed by my friend Lisa, she's not in this picture, I was like, oh, I don't have any coffee pictures. And I was flipping through, and I'm like, yeah, because, you know, and we don't look great in this picture because it was back in the early days of Zoom and it was a novelty. And then we have continued to meet with Zoom, and we always tend to have our favorite drink, and often we share what that favorite drink is. So there's that template. And then here is, again, we kind of, when you're scrapbooking, you have a lot bigger of an area, and I've moved mine a little bit because when you add your pictures, you got to move it. But this is us at Houston. Here's my friend Lisa. This page is my daughter's. Here's my daughter. So we have, again, the 2 layers and then a strip. This is my friend Susan's, and it has one of the cutouts. Again, it has 2, and then when I put the pictures on it, it kind of covers up the design, but it gives you a nice starting off point. This we embossed in clear. I love that design of hers. Then this one here, I'm going to show you. This is my friend Tanya's. So here's where my pictures are going to go. And then we have this. This is the Full of Life paper. Super fun. And then here is the actual page. I don't have any pictures on it because I'm going to put some pictures from Mexico, because I think this really looks like Mexico and us in the jungle. And then finally, here's mine. And this is the first page from the last catalog that came out. And here we are. There's me and my daughter and my girlfriends with Sarah. So this is the actual picture, and then it made it into the front page of the catalog. So that's a fun little memory that I want to never forget. So again, 2 panels and a little strip with a sentiment and a ribbon. So you can use those templates in all kinds of ways. And we are going to start doing some more scrapbooking things where we do stuff like that together, so you get more options and different looks. So that's this page. I told you this catalog has got a lot. Look, we are on page 22 and we've got this much stuff. Then over here, again, we're still in the quick and easy. It's not the super simple, but we're not to anything that takes forever. So if you come over here, look how simple these cards are. This literally is strips of paper. I could not love this card more. Strips of paper, and it looks like they just used the Stampin' Right marker and drew a little flame. So again, the samples in this catalog are fabulous, and I love these stamp sets. So here is our memories and more. We will be getting some more scrapbooking stuff in the near future, but I have always liked the memories and more. It's, again, quick and easy. And then this, there's a few things in here that I can't wait to get my hands on because we haven't been able to pre-order it. This paper, it looks fabulous. It is die cuts. It's 3 sheets of die cuts, and you can see them on here. I have all of my projects for my Try It class sketched out. This is the first one I'm going to do when I get my new stuff when we're back from our trip. Now we go into those of you that are like me and you just want it all, you need it all, always adding more and kind of switching it up. So this is the Creativity Your Way. So as you look at this catalog, this is where things start to change. If I was you, I have always marked up my catalogs. It's kind of like your Bible. There's some people, you know, I mark my Bible all the way up, and other people are like, oh, I don't want to write my Bible. It's the same way with the catalog. You're going to need, I think you're going to appreciate it more if you write in this one. So here we are in our suites. So never before have all of our suites been in one place together. So if it's a suite, it's here. I loved this because my Try It classes are focused on the suites. So I started with that one we just saw, and then I worked through, and my Try It class was organized. So I do like it. If it's in a suite, it's new. They took away the little N, and I know a lot of people were disappointed. Can I tell you why I wasn't disappointed? 2 reasons. When I was in person with people and we used to do the catalog kickoff reel, people would say, oh, I love this. And it would be a stamp set that we had like 4 years ago. And it just kept making an appearance, but they liked the sample better. So people didn't pay attention to the new because they would say, no, this is new. It's never been in there. And I'm like, yeah, there's no N. So the N, unless you're a demonstrator and you're trying to control inventory, I don't think it made a huge difference. The other thing I hate is when I did my catalog walkthrough, the farewell of the catalog, all the stuff that says N, it's not new anymore. It's been around for a year and some of it's leaving. So the N seemed a little bit out of place. This is my card club for May. So if you're interested in my online card club, then go join that. Here is the Take to the Sky. We're going to go kind of quick through these. All of these have tutorials. Those ones I showed you at the beginning, they don't have tutorials because I did those as card swaps. So some of these pages, I wrote down something that I might want to show you. So let me pull this out. On page 36, yes, one of the little color wheels. So if you have not noticed these, now that you've seen it, I'll point a couple more out to you. As you go through the catalog, here's the color wheel. So I have a color wheel. You have a color wheel because it's in the back of your catalog. If it's killing you that yours doesn't come like this, later on in the year, you will be able to purchase this. It won't have the in colors. It'll be a more timeless version, but they will be for sale later in the year. but you can use the one in the back of the catalog. So you can see on this one, they took the colors that were across from each other. So it kind of shows you how they started with that card. I don't have this. I don't have this one. This will be Card Club for June. The dies, they look fabulous, but this paper, when we saw it in person in Houston, is fabulous. And that was what was just on that scrapbook page that I showed you. So this particular suite has ribbon and embellishments and paper, stamps and dies. The suites are all a little bit different. Once upon a time when I did my try it class, they had ribbon, embellishments, paper. It's not so easy anymore. Then I love this one. I love it. I have an online class coming up and it was between the two and I ended up picking the other one, but I picked the Dappled Dots for a thank you gift this month because it's just adorable. Now this one is Thoughtful Journey. We're back to where I have a sample. Actually, I have two samples because that's the one I just filmed. More than two samples. I don't know where I put the card. I just filmed it and I've already lost it because I was going to do the one that had more paper. So this is a suite. If you purchase the whole suite from me, you'll get a free online class in June. So the details for that are in my email or on my website. But here is the paper. This is not the stamps that went with this. Oh, there it is. I'd already moved it into the stack. So this tutorial is up. And this is one of the first things I made from this catalog. And it has that swirly folder that you can also get free. This has the swirly folder and we used it for the whole card. So I love this. Love, love, love it. Very pretty. The paper, fabulous. Go watch one of the videos and I will show you the paper in that. Then we have the Country Woods. This is a mega suite. So I got lots of samples from it. Oh, well, I guess I showed you a couple of them at the beginning. But it has both the Country Birdhouse and then the Country Flowers. And that's what I did. No, I made my trades with my swaps with it. So you'll have to go watch the swap video because I needed it for one of my swaps. So I don't have that sample. But I did use that. And then those ones at the beginning that I showed you were also with this. Again, I love the paper. This is a mega suite because it's got both the designs. This was the third place runner in my perhaps online class. So we may revisit one of the two, the ducks or this one later on in the year. And then Unbounded Beauty. So if you watched this tutorial of mine, some of them may not have posted yet. I have my little chart here, but I got too many things to keep looking at the chart. But both of these samples, I was inspired by these. So now that I can show you the inside of the catalog, this one right here is the mixed neutrals. So a white panel with a vanilla card. And then this one here, I kind of liked the layout. So they're switched, but you can see how you can take a starting point and kind of jump from that. So that is Unbounded Beauty. Here's that. Now, here's another thing that you'll want to know about this catalog. As we just saw the suites, now we're going into our new stamps. So how do you tell if a stamp set is new if it doesn't have the N? Well, one, it shouldn't matter if it's new. If you love it, you love it. It doesn't matter if it's been in the catalog 5 years and you're just now getting around to it. But if they are full size, or not full size, if they're large like this, that means that they're new. The stamps are not 2 size, and neither are the dies. And that is partly to keep all of the hundreds of thousands of counterfeit people from being able to scan a catalog and then make them the same as ours. So they'd have to actually at least buy the set if they're going to counterfeit it. But many of them try to counterfeit it before we even have the catalogs in our hands. So, the world we live in. This is Layers of Beauty, but that's why you won't see the stamps to perfect size. This has been one of my favorite stamp sets to work with. I feel like I guess it's because I showed you some at the beginning that were with these. But here is this one. These have not posted yet. These are set to post after this catalog unveiling. So it's the same card 2 ways. And I think you'll really enjoy those tutorials because you'll see how I switched up the exact same thing. And we got 2 different cards. Then this page I love. There's not a lot of new punches in this catalog. I am not a super punch person, and it's partly because of the amount of stuff that we cut. It's easier to do a die. So if you cut a lot of stuff, look, you can get 1 punch or you can get 3 dies. same price. So I have the 3 dies coming. So there's not many punches in the new Try It class. These are some fun punch tag bundles. I love that it gives you the option. If you don't have a die cut machine, go for the punch. If you have a die cut machine and you'd rather die cut, sometimes a punch is faster. It's faster until you have to cut 200 of them, and then it hurts your hand. So we have some more new fun sets. If you notice here, look, here's a little card sketch. So you can match it back up to the card sketch in the front. And you can see how they did that here. If you look over here, oh, here's another color wheel. And this time they used 3 colors that were right next to each other. So there's tiny stuff in here. If you've already looked at it and you thought you've seen it all, go back now and look at it again. I love this one. And I love this one. Again, card sketch. They're tiny, so you have to know they didn't want to, I could tell, overwhelm the catalog. Now of this, we just did wedding season. We did wedding. So I have a feeling in the near future, I could need the cutest onesie set. But what I want to make sure you notice is this little hanger. Look, there's a little hanger die. And if you do it in the silver, is that just not adorable? I feel like I need that to go over here with my Attention Shoppers bundle. I do have this. This is a little gift card holder. So this tutorial's up. This is a really fun set. And anytime we have a set like this, I suggest to you, do not look at the shopping cart, because it gives you a whole other array of ways to use the set. Because we have the flowers, we have the wine or the soda, or, I mean, you could do a running cart with that and have it be water. We have plants, we have great words, so you don't have to use the shopping cart. Now look up here. You have 2 different ways that they use the color wheel, and this right here is 3 panels and a sentiment. So there's that little sketch there. It really helps you if you've not used card sketches before. Sometimes you see those and you're like, yeah, I don't know what to do with that. But as you start to see how the Stampin' Up! Concept artists have put them together, I think it'll really help you. I love this. I can't wait to get my hands on this. This is a really, really pretty set. My girlfriend got it in Houston, and she has done some amazing things with it. So it is on my list of things to get. Then we have, I know a lot of you are waiting to get these because I've done these 2 cards. It's a hybrid. So you get the folder and the dies. Both of those you can see. And again, look, there's a template and a color wheel. Now, these you're probably thinking, these are miniature. How can I even see what's in it? As you can see, it's an Encore. That means they've already been in a catalog. So you've already seen them large. So if you loved it at the time, you probably got it. If you were like, I don't know about that, then you still have the chance to get it. And all you have to do is keep your old catalogs and go back and look, or pull it up online. Because most of you that purchase from me shop online, I know that looking at the online site is easy for you. But if it says Encore, then that means they've been in a publication before. So in order to get more stuff on fewer pages, they're just smaller. And you can see the dies, all of the dies. And then you can hit this little QR code with the camera on your phone, and it'll take you to all of the Encore stamps online. The other thing that are gone from the Encores are the samples. But seriously, if you, like, I have made a sample with this one and 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 a bunch with this one and with this one. So I didn't use this one. And maybe not the Delicate Forest or the Hot Air Balloon. All the rest of them, I have tutorials. So if I have tutorials for all of those and all of the other demonstrators, just Google the name of the set on YouTube or on Facebook or on Pinterest, and you're going to find tons of samples. So it's not like, it's a different world. Remember the Kodak thing? Back when it was a catalog and idea book, if you didn't get the idea here or go to a demonstrator's actual in-person class, you weren't getting ideas. Now there are ideas flooding us everywhere. If you're on my email list, you get ideas all the time. So that's part of the reason that they don't need to waste the catalog space with the samples, because we're making them for you. So those are all the Encore. And then we get into, back in the last year, back in the day, when they used to have all of the stamps, then the papers, and then the stuff. You're going to see the stuff is intertwined with the the stuff. We don't have pages in the back that are just full of tools. So you're going to find the tools throughout here. Like here is our reversibles on the page with the blocks. So that's why I think if you have a pen or that index in the back is going to be your friend. If you need a block though, and you're my customer, more than likely you're ordering online. So just go to the website and type in block and it's going to pull them all up for you. We do shop so much differently. I mean, the internet didn't exist. So, you know, I'm that old when I first started doing this. So again, big stamp means it's not, it means it is new. It's not an Encore. Big stamp. And I love this. Here's another teaching page. There's two things I love about this page. First, great samples. And over here you can see this sample being made. But there's tons of little quirky things in this catalog. So here we have our little dolls and the little weightlifter guy. At first I thought it was Ken, but that's not Barbie. I don't have little kids. It's not Polly Pocket. I don't know who these people are, but he's over here weightlifting a sponge dauber. So I love the little pieces that they put in here. Then we have a background one. I did show you that at the beginning. I would show you again, but if you go watch that tutorial, I have two of these. So I cut one up. Over here, they cut it up, but they stamped it and then cut it up. So it's just a different way that you can do it. I love this one. I love the proverb that's in this. It's a really pretty stamp set. Again, take a look at how beautiful all of the samples are. They're so pretty. And now we are, you would think back in the day, oh, we've got to the tool section, but that's not it. It's just a page of happiness. Let me see. This one right here, everybody needs this one. It says, "You make me feel like glitter in the sun." Isn't that fun? And then, so you're going to see little. That means it's been around. Some of these are already have been, all of these were just in the Encore section. Here's some wood paper. Just kind of random in here, some wood paper. And here they are sponging the wood paper. So I like that they have like little instructions with it. That's why I think it's more of an idea book. And I love, love, love the Happy Peas. And you can see right here, this grandma has made a little concentration game to play with her grandkids with the little Happy Peas. So you can see the game here and then over there. So there are things in here like those nested dies. Here's the alphabet dies. They're not shown full, but you can see the letters. You can see that it's an alphabet die, so you can go online and look at it. This little online shopping cart right here means that you can go online and find it. There is a little thing at the front if you're like, what are those symbols? Well, if I can find the index, it must be this page here. Right here. There's QR codes, and then this little shopping basket right here, it means that it's, you'll see it more completely in the online store. Is that what that means? So you just hop over there. Again, there's the other thing I love about this catalog is that not everything left. There's several of the papers, the blue country paper, the paper that we used, a lot of my club papers. This one we used in club, the lavender we used in club, they stayed. Because in the past, most of our papers, 100% were gone. And this time there are several papers that you can still use. So here's one right here. So you do have to, it's a catalog that you'll want to take and sit and look at. Here's another color wheel. It's not as in your face a catalog as our past ones have been maybe, but I like it for that. Here's if you want anything metal. So if there's a page that you refer to back a lot, just get little tabbies and put them on there. I know y'all do it by what you have and what you want because I've seen your catalogs. Here's all of the ribbon. So all of the ribbon and all of the embellishments can be found on one page. And I love that the embellishments are huge. If you want to know what colors they are, you can look online, or I have a list, but I won't be sending it out to the middle of May because I got other things to do. I love that this sticky page is huge because I can't tell you how many times in the last catalog I looked and looked and looked and looked for the adhesives page. This one is nice and big. And then this speaks to my heart because I love watercolor. So there's different ways. It tells you inks that you can use with them, different ways to use. Like this tells you how to use the pastels. So again, this is a really nice reference book. Here is the cutting stuff. This looks like a try it class in action. If you want to make shaker cards, here's what you need for shaker cards. So some things are repeated. throughout the catalog because they may be in more than one place. Here's some embellishments. Both of these we've used in club. But again, a lot of the embellishments carried over, which I love that. I don't have to replace them all. Here's a brayer. It tells you, gives you ideas how to use it. Okay, this is a prime example about why I love this catalog. This uses the masking paper. Can I tell you that I've had the masking paper since it had the little N, because I was like, I have to have this. It's new. I bought the masking paper. I have never used it. Because I bought it because I had the N, and then I just kind of forgot that I even have it until I saw this. So here's the masking paper, and here's how you use it. So expect to see some masking paper in a tutorial coming up in the future, because now I'm going to remember every time I flip through this page that I have masking paper. When it just had the N and I bought it because it was new, because I do that, I never used it. I just bought it, and it sat there forever. So it's a good thing it didn't retire. Here's heat embossing. Here's paste. Again, it tells you how to use it, which is fun. It doesn't give you all of there's probably 20 ways you can use embossing paste. Here's some to get you started. Here's our folders. Again, they're all in one place. The only thing that I think is not in one place is the papers and the punches. So here's what you need to blend. Again, Memento's been in here several times because we use Memento all the time. So if it gets used, they're putting it there. So on this page, you may think, well, this is the blends page. This is one thing I didn't like about the catalog, is like, where's the blends? But for those of you that are creatures of habit, we're going to get to that little color chart, and it did not change. Here's your color wheel. Here's my color wheel. It's the same color wheel. So if you're sad that you didn't get it, you did get it. This is what's on the back of my color wheel. My color wheel does not have samples. This one has samples, and it tells you kind of how to use it. So if you want, I know people have taken their catalog to, Staples and gotten a color copy of it. You can do that. You can just hang on till they're available later this year. I will start to use it a little bit more on my samples. I have done it a couple of times. And then here, for all of you that were like, oh, they changed everything in my catalog. They didn't change everything. In fact, I kind of like this better because there were a few of these things that would be on different pages. Like sometimes the refills were not here with the settles. They'd be on a refill page. Everything that you want in a settle, from the cardstock, the pad, the refill, the blends, the papers, the 12 by 12 papers, all of it is with that color family. And I love the way that they made the color families. There was a little quiz that we took in what's your favorite color, and mine was right here. I live in these colors. I try not to, for all of you. I try to mix it up so you get to see them all. Here's the end colors. And then here's the index. So use this. If you can't find something, look it up. And there are a couple of things that we have noticed. I think Wink of Stella might be one of them, where it's not listed on the index. And if you are like me and you buy a Wink of Stella with practically every order, then just write Wink of Stella, what page, or write Wink of Stella and the order number. You don't have to go to look at the page. You know what it looks like. So just write that in here. And then I would use this. Here's the punches. Which punch do you have? Just tick it off in here. Because I've seen your catalogs. I know that you go through and you tick off everything that you own and put different color-coded Post-it notes on it. Just if you have the B, just put a tick there. And then when you come to look, you'll know which punches you have and don't have. And of course, there's a lot more online that's online exclusive. So if you see an online exclusive that you want that's a punch, just put it here. The ribbons aren't listed because all of them are shown on that page. So let the index be your friend. And then right now there's a huge joining special. So if you're interested in being part of my team, you can go there. And then if you got my catalog, here's your QR code, and you take it there and it will take you straight to my store. So I hope you enjoy this catalog. And frankly, I want to go sit in this garden. I wish my backyard looked like this. I love my backyard, but it does not look like this. I would love for it to look like this. It's so pretty. But now, as you start to look at catalogs and you get things in the mail, see how many catalogs that you notice that look just like this in a garden with ladies. A lot of times they have more like tea dresses on, and but when we stamp, we don't wear tea dresses, we wear our jeans. So everybody have a great day, and make sure you're on my email list and that you go over and visit my website for the current specials. Have a great one. Bye.